वो लाइट खोलना है। Hare Krishna devotees. Thank you for joining Srimad Bhagavatam class. Let's start with Jai Radha Madhav. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihar Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Jana यमुना तीरावन चारी जन रंजन यमुना तीरावन चारी राधा माधव वल्लभ गिरिधर Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Jai Radha Madhava Rama Madhava Radhe. जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन राम वृंदावन राम वृंदावन राम जय वृंदावन राम जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभु जय शिल प्रभुपाद जय निताय गौर हरि हरे कृष्णा dear devotees. Thank you so much for joining today's Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. So today we'll be reading from Srimad Bhagavatam chapter canto 4 chapter 10 verse number 1 4:10 1 Maitreya uvacha prajapate duhitaram शिशुमरस्य वै ध्रुव उपयमे भ्रमिं नाम तत्सुतौ कल्पवत्सरौ मैत्रेय उवाच प्रजापते दुहितरं शिशुमरस्य वै ध्रुव उपयमे भ्रामिं नाम तत्सुतौ कल्पवत्सरौ मैत्रेय उवाच प्रजापतेर्दुहितरम् शिशुमारस्य वैद्रुः उपयेमे ब्राह्मीं नाम तत्सुतौ कल्पवत्सरौ मैत्रेय उवाच प्रजापतेर्दुहितरम् शिशुमारस्य वैद्रुवा उपयेमे ब्राह्मीं नाम तत्सुतौ कल्पवत्सरौ synonyms Maitreya Vacha. The great sage Maitreya continued. Prajapate of the Prajapati, Duhitaram, daughter, Shishumarasya of Shishumara, Vai, certainly, Dhruva, Dhruva, Dhruva Maharaj, Upayeme, married, Brahmim, Brahmi, Nama, named, Tatsutau, her sons, Kalpa, Kalpa, Vatsarau, Vatsara. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. The great sage Maitreya said, my dear Vidura, thereafter Dhruv Maharaj married the daughter of Prajapati, Shishumara, who, whose name was Brahmi, and two sons named Kalpa and Vatsara were born of her. Purport. It appears that Dhruv Maharaj married after being installed on the throne of his father and after the departure of his father to the forest for self realization. It is very important to note in this connection that since Maharaj Uttanapat was greatly affectionate towards his son, and since it is the duty of a father to get his sons and daughters married as quickly as possible, why did he not get his sons married? Sorry, why did he not get his son married before he left house, before he left home? The answer is that Maharaj Uttanapat was a Rajashri, saintly king. Although he was busy in his political affairs and duties of government management, he was very anxious for self-realization. Therefore, as soon as his son Dhruv Maharaj was quite worthy to take charge of the government, he took this opportunity to leave home, just like his son, who, without fear, left home for self-realization. Even at the age of 5 years, these are rare instances from which we can see that the importance of spiritual realization is above all other important work. Maharaj Uttanapat knew very well that to get his son Dhruv Maharaj married was not so important, that it should take preference to his going away to the forest for self-realization. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धु एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Mukum Karoti Vachalam, Angum Langate Girim Yat Kripatam, Shri Guru Dinatari, Hare Krishna. प्रभु जी मेरे को राधा रानी का गाना because without garland I might not able to speak or say anything. So Hare Krishna dear devotees, I offer my humble obeisances at the lotus feet of all the senior Vaishnavas, Yugal Kishore Prabhuji and all the Vaishnavas present here and all the Anant Koti Bhaktavrinda. So that even without my realization, I'll at least able to speak whatever I heard and then I can apply whatever I am speaking. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. So today's verse, Dhruv Maharaj. So Srila Prabhupada is speaking in the purport about the duty of a human, of a mankind. So what is the important duty of a mankind? So the most important duty of the mankind is to get self-realized in this lifetime as soon as possible because we never know when we'll get human life next. Here the verse is interestingly, the verse is about the marriage of Dhruv Maharaj. Dhruv Maharaj got married to a Prajapati, daughter of a Prajapati, and then he gave birth to two sons, Kalpa and Vatsara. So, thank you. So, and Maitreya Muni speaking this to Vidura. When we hear about this, and when I was reading this purport, this one pastime came to my mind related to Vidura himself. So here we see that Uttanapad has left his home as soon as Dhruv Maharaj became mature. He did not even care to fulfill his duties because he thought that spiritual life is much more important than material life. Similarly, we see that in in the episode of Pandavas and Kauravas, Yudhishthir Maharaj, as soon as he heard that Krishna has left the planet, he immediately made Parikshit Maharaj king and he left the kingdom without even looking back, his brother, without even looking at Draupadi. I was hearing one lecture from my spiritual master in that Maharaj was saying that Dhruv Maharaj left his kingdom and his family, even his brothers, even he did not inform anybody that he's leaving in such a way as we leave, as we evacuate and we don't see back. So in that way he left the kingdom. And looking at him, Bhima, Arjuna, and Nakula and Sahadev also followed, and nobody cared even about Draupadi. And looking at them, Draupadi was thinking, really, this material world is like we come alone, we go alone. And Draupadi was also thinking in that way, and Draupadi also left with Subhadramai. And they did not even bother what will happen to the kingdom. And the same instance, this happened after Vidura came to Hastinapur, and when Vidura came, he was welcomed with very great affection, with so much great affection by Yudhishthir Maharaj, and he came. I don't know exact number, but I have heard in one lecture that he came to Hastinapur after 30 years. So he came after so long, and everything is over. Like war is over, and they all were. Yudhishthir Maharaj was king of the kingdom, and then he saw that everyone is very happy. Everybody is very happily doing service towards Krishna. So, with or without their knowledge, like their whole family was Krishna centric because Krishna was also there at that time and they were very happy. But he saw in that family, he saw Dhritarashtra Maharaj and Gandhari. So Gandhari was serving very nicely to his husband. She was very chaste and she was very devoted to her husband. So Dhritarashtra Maharaj was enjoying the palace life and he was also staying with his own enemies he considered him their enemies. But Yudhishthir Maharaj was so happy to serve Dhritarashtra that every day morning when he used to wake up, he used to go and he used to offer obeisances to Dhritarashtra, and then only he used to perform his daily duties. But then here, because we can see that Vidura is hearing this kind of pastimes that everybody as soon as they realize that it's now it's time to leave the kingdom, they just go and they perform austerity and they perfect their life. But he's seeing Dhritarashtra Maharaj is not at all concerned about his self realization. So Dhritarashtra Maharaj was very happy in his life. Then Vidura, in the night when everybody is sleeping, wakes up Dhritarashtra and says that he 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 used this word, "Oh my dear king," to Dhritarashtra Maharaj. This is very significant. He's in sarcastically saying Dhritarashtra Maharaj, "Oh my dear king, I see that you are enjoying this kingly this worldly happiness and all, but you don't know the snake, like the time which is like a snake, is actually devouring you. You are wasting your life. Human life is very rare, and you are wasting your life just by uh, just by enjoying this worldly kingdom which is temporary. So wake up and go to the forest and realize yourself. So Dhritarashtra Maharaj was actually affected by the motivation of Vidura, and Vidura also said, "I know you might not able to do alone." He did not say I know. He said you might not able to do it alone. So I will come with you. I will come with you to the forest. We have to go to the Himalayas in the north, and we should go in such a way that nobody knows where are we going. Otherwise, what is the use? They'll send all the they'll keep coming and they'll disturb you. So nobody should know. So in the depth of the night, they want to go in the north, but they traveled in the south, and then after going to the south, they detoured. Reason was, if somebody would have seen them going through south, then they would have come in south to search them. But they did not wanted anybody to know. So they just from the south they again went to the north. And within 5 days, Dhritarashtra Maharaj left his body. And in 5 days, by doing Ashtanga Yoga, he realized his self. He and Gandhari left his body, and after that, Vidura also left his body in Prahas in Prahas Kshetra. So this is the importance of self-realization. The Dhritarashtra Maharaj did not had any duties, but still, because he was so much attached to kingly comforts, that is why he did not even realize that his time has come to an end. Within 5 days, he left his body. If and only if the Vidura did not come, then what would have happened? Dhritarashtra Maharaj would have struggled in birth and death, because so many, even though even though Krishna was with them, even though Dhritarashtra Maharaj, Krishna, after the Kurukshetra war, Dhritarashtra Maharaj, Krishna took so much care of Dhritarashtra Maharaj also. Dhritarashtra Maharaj were very happy. Dhritarashtra Maharaj pain and suffering of the death of his hundred sons was gone only because Krishna was present there. And by looking Krishna, Dhritarashtra Maharaj was so happy. Even though Krishna was there, he was so much um, affectionate towards Krishna. Still, he had that little attachment towards kingdom, and that is the reason he did not realize that his time is coming to an end, and he have to realize the self. There is one pastime. I was thinking how, even though staying with Krishna, how will he have to go in birth and death again? Why it is not possible? Because he was very happy with Krishna. Why it is not possible for him to go back to just staying in the kingdom because he was in the association of Krishna? Why it is not possible? So then I remembered this pastime which Yugal Kishore Prabhuji says many times, that there was in South India, there was Kulashekar Alvar. I think Kulashekar Alvar, I forgot his name. He used to speak with Krishna every day, and he used to fan Krishna every day, and Krishna used to speak with him very personally, and everybody knew about it. And one day, one uh, one poor man, he came to this Alvar, and he asked, "Can you ask Krishna when will I go back to Godhead?" So he said, "Yeah, why not? I will ask him." And then again he went for his duty to fan Krishna. And when he was fanning Krishna, he asked Krishna, "This poor man asked me that when he will go back to Godhead. So can you tell me when he will go back to Godhead?" Then Krishna said, "He is very sincere, he is very devoted. He will go back to Godhead in this lifetime." Then naturally one question came in his mind, in the mind of Alvar, that if let me ask when I'll go back to Godhead. So then he asked Krishna that, "Oh Krishna, when when will I go back to Godhead? Can you tell?" Then Krishna said him indirectly that this poor man is serving very nicely to my devotees, and that is why he will go back to Godhead in this lifetime. But you are serving only me, so so I think you have to wait for some more lifetime. Immediately when he heard this, he said, he left the fan there. He said to Krishna, Hare Krishna, and then he left. And he said, I'll come back again soon. And then what did he do? He went to his god brother. I forgot the name, but he went to his god brother who was a grahastha and who used to have so many cows. And his god brother was in a need of some servant, like someone to help him in taking care of cows. And then he changed his appearance, and he went as a cowherd man, and he went to his god brother and asked, can I do some service? I'm in need of service. I don't need any money, any salary. I only need a place to stay, and I only need one meal of food every day. So he said, okay, yeah. And then he said, we have some service for you. We need to take care of our cows. And then he started taking care of his cows. And then time passed. He started taking care of his cows. And in I story is very long. In short, I'll say that one day what happened, they he went to feed the cows in the in the pastures. And then it was so late because there was a storm, and because of the storm they couldn't come back. And it was so late he came back in the night, and he did not even did his sadhana. So he sat for doing his sadhana. Everybody, he thought everybody slept, so he put all his tilak, and he came in his appearance, and he sat in doing his sadhana. Then this his god brother came, thinking that, oh, he did not eat anything today, I'll take some prasad for him. And as he took prasad for him, his god brother realized, oh, he's none other than Alvar. Wow, and I am so fortunate to have his association. But he's serving me like that, he was thinking. And then he said, then this Alvar said, we'll talk more tomorrow, come tomorrow. Then, as soon as he realized that his god brother came to know, he immediately left that place and came back again to Krishna. And then, now he asked, oh Krishna, can you tell me when I'll go back to Godhead? Then Krishna said, you will go back to Godhead in this lifetime. So the point was that Dhritarashtra Maharaj was there. He was with Krishna also always. But he was, instead of doing service to the devotees, he was taking service from them. He was not at all doing service. So Krishna wouldn't have a Krishna would have given him, I can put in this way, Krishna would have given him one more opportunity to take birth in devotee family and serve devotees and again come back to Godhead. But because Vidura came and educated him, Vidura gave him knowledge, then he came to his senses and then went to the forest, performed Ashtanga Yoga, and went back to Godhead. So, similarly, Uttanapad, it is said Uttanapad is Rajarishi. Rajarishi means saintly king. So they are well versed in political affairs and also well versed in scriptures. So this because he knew scriptures, he knew the importance of life. The importance of life is not to waste our time in doing world in taking care of worldly affairs. There is one more pastime. It's about Sridhar Swami. So Sridhar Swami was married, but he was so much attracted to uh, uh, to um, to Krishna, and he wanted to leave his home and go in a place and perform his bhakti. But he was married, he had a small child, so he was in dilemma. He said that, no, 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 I have to wait for my kids to grow, and then after that I will go and I'll realize I'll perform bhakti. But then he saw that he was lying down and he was seeing on the wall there was a lizard who gave birth to a baby lizard. And as soon as that baby lizard took birth, that baby lizard saw one insect. And as soon as that baby lizard saw that insect, nobody trained that baby lizard. That lizard jumped on the insect and ate it. And looking at this, Sridhar Swami was Sridhar Swami realized that, oh, this is some sign from Paramatma, that when who trained this baby lizard to to jump on the insect and eat it? Nobody. But with Paramatma from the heart of the baby lizard has given that baby lizard intelligence to do so. So then he realized nobody takes care of anybody. Paramatma will take care of everybody. So I should not think that I am the doer, I am the take, I am the controller, I can take care of anybody. Nobody can take care of anybody. Even we cannot take care of ourselves. Only Krishna will take care of everybody. So that is what he realized, and immediately he left the home. And because he left the home and he performed all kind of devotional service, and now we know him as a Sridhar Swami. Because of him, he wrote so many. He was the best tika. He had the best tika in Srimad Bhagavatam, and so many devotees. So in our disciplic succession also give comments from his commentary only. So, and there is one more pastime which I was thinking. Um, so similarly, like the Sridhar Swami, that Lala Babu's pastime in Nectar of Devotion, I was thinking that Lala Babu was enjoying very nicely. Um, and he was enjoying his life very nicely. He was the king. Actually, he was like owner of a real estate. And at that time, he was in this time is in British Raj, British rule. So Lala Babu was so rich that he had uh, he had he had a property worth 25 lakhs at that time, which means it is, if in this, if we measure, if we compare to this time, it will be around billions. So he was like a billionaire. And then one day he was nicely drinking hookah, and when he was drinking hookah and enjoying the weather, and enjoying that sunshine, he heard a voice from a distance. A daughter of a man was speaking, and she was saying to that man that, "Oh Baba, Baba, please wake up. Evening, it's about to get evening. You have to go and earn and get something for us to eat. So, oh Baba, Baba, please wake up." When he heard these words, "Oh Baba, Baba, please wake up," suddenly something from within his heart came, like a voice that, "Oh, this is like, this girl is speaking to her father, but actually I feel that Radharani is telling me that I have to wake up. I'm sleeping from very long time, and now it's time for me to wake up and perform bhakti and leave everything." So he immediately left all his empire, and then he went to Vrindavan to perform bhakti. And then there is big story which will not go into it. But the point is that even Lala Babu had sons, even Lala Babu had his family, but he immediately left and went back to perform bhakti. But it doesn't mean that every all the grahasthas today should go out and perform bhakti. No, 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 no. That is different. So until and unless we don't actually are situated like that, and if we don't even if we go out, we'll not able to stay properly. So it's better to perform our duties nicely. There are so many stories in Srimad Bhagavatam where devotees, where grahasthas are performing their duties and went back to Godhead. So, for example, Prahlad Maharaj is a Grahastha. Dhruv Maharaj, you will see Dhruv Maharaj, he is also Grahastha. He took care of his family nicely. Prahlad Maharaj also took care of his family nicely. We see that he have a grandson, Bali Maharaj. So that means he made sure that his son got married, and his son made his he did all the arrangement. He took all his fatherly duties, and as a family man he took all care of all his duties. And even now Prahlad Maharaj is with his grandson Bali Maharaj. So how do we know that? We have seen in the pastime of Vaman Dev, where Vaman Dev sent Bali Maharaj to Sutal Loka, and there we get the hint that even Prahlad Maharaj went to Sutal Loka. So Prahlad Maharaj took care of his family nicely, and still he is he's a great devotee of the Lord. Amrish Maharaj. Amrish Maharaj also took care of his family nicely, and still he is great devotee of the Lord. And then there are so many others, like how Krishna himself took care of his family till the end, and Krishna was with his family members till the end. So we see that there are both things. So, but in Kali Yuga, especially at this present time, it is very difficult for us to even go to a forest. There is no forest where you will not find anybody. There is no secluded place in today's world except Antarctica also have some people there. So there also you cannot go. So there is no secluded place in today's world. Himalayas also they people go for recreation. People climbers, mountain climbers will go for climbing mountain. So there is no place where you will find in seclusion and you will go out for self realization. So that is why Prabhupada gave us this process that you be where you are. There is this verse, I forgot the full verse, but there is this verse, stane stita. Ha. So in this verse it is said that stay where you are and perform bhakti. You don't have to leave anything, but just stay where you are, put Krishna in your life, and then perform bhakti. You will go back to Godhead. So that is also there. So in today's time, since Prabhupada also did not allow us, and we see so many people, so many devotees are in Vanaprastha, still they will be with the family, but they keep traveling and then they'll come back because anyways in Kali Yuga actually to be from in Srimad Bhagavatam it is said in Kali Yuga sannyas is abandoned. But still Prabhupada gave sannyas only to increase preaching movement. Otherwise, it is everybody will be at one place and they will perform their own bhakti. But how will others get benefit out of it? So that is why Prabhupada gives sannyas. And because there is Prabhupada gives sannyas, today we see that there is so much preaching going on. Even grahasthas do, but grahasthas might be obligated to some of their homely duties, so they cannot travel, but they can preach in their local area. But sannyasi, because they are free, they travel from each part, one part to another. Like we see Jayapadaka Swami Maharaj, he travels all in one day of Janmashtami, he will be in three continents. So he travels and then he preach. So that is why it is very important to stay where you are and then perform bhakti. So from this verse, from the purport, we realize that whether you stay where you are perform bhakti or you go out and perform bhakti or you travel and perform bhakti, bhakti is only important. Self realization is only important thing in in our life, because what will come with us and who will come with us except Krishna and bhakti perform with Krishna, nothing will come with us. And for the non devotees, except karma, good or bad karma which they have did in their life, except that nothing will come with them. So it's better to take shelter of Krishna, because we might think because of the ignorance, avidya. Kunti Maharani says there is one verse, I don't even remember that verse, but I remember the gist. So in that verse, Kunti Maharani says, avidya kama, uh, avidya, that verse is there, avidya kama and something. So she used this word avidya and she used kama. First she used avidya. She said that because of avidya we think that we are this body, and everything is mine, I, me, and mine. And because of that, when we think we are this body, we get calm. Because we want to satisfy our body, we develop the desire of enjoying this material world. And when we develop desire to enjoy this material world, we fall in the darkest illusions of our life, and we think that there is nothing except this material world. There is nothing, there is nothing which something called Krishna. We think that we are the only and only one, and we think that we want to enjoy this world. But how to come out of this ignorance? Only in the association of devotees. So if we are not very careful, and if we think that we are already very advanced, and we go out, and we go out of the association, and we think that, oh, I can stay alone and I can perform bhakti, then that is going to be the greatest mistake of our life. Because we have one example in Srimad Bhagavatam about Bharat Maharaj, that he went out and then he got attracted to deer. So again, I have heard from my spiritual master only that in the Srimad Bhagavatam, these all examples are there only to teach us. Krishna used some of his devotees to be in illusion, and to go through something which is material, so that we can learn from them. For example, we all know, was Arjuna ignorant when he was on the battlefield? Actually, it is said that Arjuna was the greatest devotee of Krishna. He was not at all ignorant. But Krishna used him. Krishna, by his will, created ignorance in Arjuna and used him to give Bhagavad Gita. So so that means that Krishna is using as his devotees, so that he can train us. He can so we can learn from the mistakes, and we don't do that mistake. So from this verse we learn that self realization is the most important thing in our life. Eh, on top of anything, we have to always give importance and priority to perform bhakti. Whatever it is, if we get opportunity to perform bhakti, at least give it a try, to make bhakti as a priority. We might we might be bonded with so many duties, we might be entangled with so many duties, but at least have the desire that one day I want to give priority to bhakti on top of anything else. And by doing that, maybe Krishna will help all of us, and then we will able to perfect our life and go back to Godhead. So that is what I wanted to speak today. Please forgive me if I have spoken anything wrong and out of my adhikar. And if anybody have any corrections, you can always correct me. Thank you so much. I'm done. Hare Krishna. Anybody have anything to add? Pooja? It is said that I heard from some devotees that he attained impersonal liberation, but when I was hearing from Maharaj, he said he went back to Godhead. So I don't know. Yeah, but still he went back to Godhead. That's what Maharaj said. Maybe impersonal liberation, but because he was in association with Vidura. Vidura was there till the last time, even till the end of his life when he was leaving his body. Vidura was there, and he spent all his last 5 days with Vidura. So even though he was performing Ashtanga Yoga, by the mercy of the devotee, he went back to Godhead. So I heard from Maharaj that he said he went back to Godhead. So that's what I. So anybody wants to add anything on Zoom?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna
Jai
Mataji.
Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji, after how many years of Kurukshetra Yuddha, Lord Krishna was on this planet?
Exactly. I am not sure, Mataji, exactly that timeline. I know that Krishna was around 129 years when he left this planet, and Kurukshetra war happened when. No, I don't know, Mataji. That exactly when Kurukshetra. Anybody knows? When he was in 90s. Yeah, at after 100 years, they met. He met to the Gopas and Gopis of Vrindavan in Kurukshetra after 100 years. So he left Vrindavan when he was at the age of 10 years 11 months, and then after 100 years he met. So when he was 110 years, he met the Gopas in Kurukshetra. Gopas and like Yashoda Maya, Radharani in Kurukshetra. So this war has happened before that only. So when he was, so this war has happened. So, but Mataji here, she said that Prabhupada said that he was around 90s when the war has happened. He was young. So something around 90s, Mataji. When he was 90 years of age, this war has happened. So that is what I can think of.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, then if nobody have anything, then we'll end here. वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव जय शिल प्रभुपाद की जय. Thank you so much. I'm ending now. Hare Krishna.